this training. So I guess I'll just jump right into it. So tonight I'm going to kind of focus on Facebook and using your profile and introducing you to business pages. So tonight I'm training a concept called attraction marketing. So it's all about using Facebook as a way to connect and to network rather than just using it as a soundboard. It's really about building relationships with like-minded people around the world that in turn will build your network and then build your business. With network marketing, of course, you guys know that it's a human business first. So you really need people in order to have the business. So my training today will focus on the human element and adding it back into your Facebook strategy. So you really want to attract people to your page and get them to know you as a person first. You want to make a friend, and then you want to open the door to talk about your business. It might be a little bit different than what you've maybe learned in the past or what you're doing right now, but it's a fantastic way to have a fresh perspective and to be unique with your Facebook marketing approach. People will want to talk to you, they will want to be your friend, and then they will come to you and ask you about what you do, and of course that's going to open so many doors. So you're going to have your prospects messaging you instead of you messaging them. So I think that's pretty cool. It kind of takes a lot of the work out for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with your profile. So how are you representing yourself online? So, of course, this is what your profile looks like. This is mine before I had a chance to go through and make some changes to it. So, of course, it's just different parts. One part to remember is to always use your real name. Don't put in a fake name. Don't put in a nickname. If you want people to contact you and know who you are, you need to use your real name. So it's really important to put that there. And, of course, you know the different aspects, your cover photo, your profile photo, your intro. This is actually a new feature from Facebook. And it's a way that you can kind of write a really short bio about yourself so people can kind of get the Cliff Notes version of your personality and who you are and what you're all about. You have your top photos here. This is where you access your settings, your notifications. You guys know all this stuff. Messages are here. And this is where you get your friend requests. Of course, photos and albums, your friend list, and the About section. So pretty basic stuff. Just wanted to kind of cover that really quickly before we move on. So your profile picture. So as you can see here, I'm just going to walk you through really quickly how to update it in case you don't know. So of course you hover over the profile picture and you choose update, and it really is a really easy platform that Facebook has given you to update your profile. So it's very systematic. You just go through, upload your picture, and it's good to go. So as you can see, my profile here, it's actually really boring. You actually wouldn't know that it's a real person. You would kind of look at this and say, all right, what GWT? Okay, so is this like a spam account? Like what kind of account is this? So the most important feature of your profile is the picture. So we've already been through how to change it. So there's a couple of things that you need to basically avoid when it comes to posting a profile picture. So the first thing is corporate logos, like I have here. I'm doing my own, I'm going against my own sort of training here. You're a person, right? You're not a brand. So you want to use your Facebook profile to establish a human connection with the world. And using a logo, unfortunately, does not do that. So another sort of thing that you should maybe avoid is your kids. And I know you love your kids. I love your kids. Kids are absolutely amazing. They're lovely. They're the best thing in your life. But the thing is, they aren't you. You want to keep your kids on your timeline and in your top photos, but keep your profile really about you. You want to have you be the star of your profile, and your kids can absolutely be in your top photos, which are right here. So just keep that in mind when you're creating your profile. Also, doing a generic product picture is something that doesn't really establish a great human connection. I know that you love your products, but this image isn't really a great representation of the human being that this profile represents. People really want to connect with someone and not something. All right, so finally, this is a good profile picture. It's you. Oh, in this case, it's me because this is my profile. It doesn't have to be professional like mine is, with the lighting in the background and everything like that. But it just make sure it's one with some decent lighting. Maybe in front of a window or one that's just under acceptable lighting, so that you make sure you look good. Make sure that your attire is professional. You don't want to be, in a bikini on the beach and just like, hey, having a good time. You want to keep your profile picture somewhat professional. It also helps to have somebody else take your picture. You know, a selfie is okay, but it really actually helps just to have someone hold the camera, even if it's your cell phone. That's no problem. Just have someone else hold it, and then you can have both your hands in the picture. You can cross your arms, have them at your side. It's up to you. The most important thing here is be smiling. You have a beautiful smile. Everyone's got a great smile. Show it off. Be smiling. Look friendly. Look approachable. That's the most important thing about this because, again, keep in mind that you want to be representing yourself in the best way possible, and having a smile on your face is absolutely the best way. So one thing that I kind of like to keep in mind when I'm creating a profile or I'm trying to decide what to put on it is I think about my grandma. So I want your grandma to see you on Facebook, right? What if she came across your profile and was like, oh, here's my granddaughter, Rachel. You wouldn't want her to see you, you know, doing things that are inappropriate, saying things that are inappropriate, being dressed inappropriately. You want her to look at it and go, oh, she looks so great. I'm so proud of her. And that's sort of what I like to keep in mind when I'm doing my profile. That's just me. It's up to you guys, but I like to kind of keep that in mind. Like, would grandma approve of this? And then I go ahead and post it. Okay, so your cover photo. So your cover photo is going to set the tone of your entire profile. So how to update it? If you just go to the top left-hand corner of your cover photo, you just click the update, and you choose upload, and you choose the photo. You can reposition it, and then you're good to go. So now that you know how to upload a photo, but what kind of photo should you be using? What kind of photo should you have here? One thing to remember is your cover photo is almost always the first thing that people will see when they come to your page. Some good ideas that I've kind of come across when it comes to network marketing is posting some inspirational quotes that represent you, motivational quotes that speak to you, positive messages that can just kind of be a great splash across your page, or even just a plain generic artistic backdrop just to kind of decorate your page and make it give your profile picture a nice background to go with it. One thing to kind of keep in mind, and this is something that you guys maybe aren't used to, is try not to post any images that promote your company or your products in your cover picture. I know it's going to be hard for some of you because you love GWT, and don't get me wrong, so do I. But you have to remember that this is sort of what the world sees. Remember, you want to establish your human connection first. You want to be a person first, not all about the company. When you're networking, you definitely want to represent yourself as a human being, and not so much as like, check out my company as the very first thing people see. So just a suggestion, everything I'm saying today isn't you have to do this hard and fast. These are just suggestions that I'm making. If you feel it's not going to work for you or your market, then take it with a grain of salt. It's completely up to you. So that's just a lot about the cover photo here. So now what to post. So what you say makes all the difference. Everything you do on Facebook is all about posting, mostly, and especially when it comes to your profile, it's really important to sort of be aware of what you're posting and sort of thinking about that. So when you post on Facebook, one thing to keep in mind is that it appears on your timeline as well as the main feed. So when you first log into Facebook, you see the feed of everybody's posts all together. So it's important to remember that that fact that it's kind of going into this big pile of everybody else's, and everyone can see what you're saying. So do you ever see posts on that main timeline that's like a post from a friend of a friend? You may not necessarily know them personally, but one of your friends has liked something on their timeline, and then you see that your friend liked it. So that is what we want to harness. That feature of Facebook is what we want to take advantage of here. When you post positivity and positive messages, people like to see that. They have something to say about that. When they like, react, and comment and share on your amazing, happy, and positive posts, it's going to go viral. And when they like your post or they comment on your post, it's going to show up on their friends' timelines and their friends' timelines. It's like a giant web, and that's how Facebook has been built. So it's important to make sure that everything you post is positive and happy, and it's way more likely to go viral than maybe a negative post or something that may not be the most positive thing in the world. So you have way more power on Facebook than you think. It's important to spread positivity, and then positivity will come back to you. So I'm going to show you some posts that you may want to avoid to make your profile all about viral positivity. And the term about viral positivity has to do with a lot with attraction marketing that I had mentioned previously. You want to attract people to your profile, and in order to do that, you need to make sure that your profile is 100% positive all the time. You want to have yourself be perceived, as the most upbeat, positive person in the world. Your life is great, and you're having a fabulous time, which of course you are. So some things to maybe avoid. I have some examples here. Strong negative opinions. Not great to post on Facebook. While many people may agree with my statement here, it's not a great message. Strong words and caps definitely evoke negative emotions in people, and again, it's not a great way to be perceived. Another thing here, politics. Avoid talking about politics. While some issues may be very important to you, and all of us in general, politics is a very delicate subject, and not everyone will agree with you. If you hope to attract a wide range of people to your page, you need to appeal to everybody. And having a strong political post such as this may not appeal to all people. You want to keep this type of opinion, at healthy dinner time conversations, healthy dinner time debates, in your own home, that sort of thing. Just a few more. So, illness. I'm sorry if you're sick. I really am, and I totally know the feeling. But again, we don't really need to have the play-by-play. So, like I have here, sore throat, coughing, runny nose. If you're feeling really miserable, maybe it's best to stay off Facebook for that day. Or if you really feel the need to make a post, spin it positively. Maybe say, I'm feeling crummy with this cold, but at least I could take a well-deserved day off. Just kind of give it a little bit of a spin and kind of turn it into a happy comment. And then the last one would be an emotional post. So again, if we aim to keep our profiles positive and proactive, it's best to stay away from posts where you're kind of saying like, oh, I'm sad, I'm angry. Sad images and quotes and song lyrics may help you work through whatever you're going through. But to everyone else online, it's a little bit of a buzzkill. If you're having a rough day, call a close friend or family member, reach out personally. It'll definitely help you to feel much better rather than just posting a sad post on Facebook. So remember, your emotions on Facebook should be happy, joyful, excited, elated, funny, which of course all of you are naturally. I know I've met many of you who are on this call. Everybody who is on here is absolutely a joy to be around. So make sure you show that off when you're on Facebook. Okay, next slide. So let me just see here. Okay, so I know it's going to be a bit of a shock to you, but you want to try to avoid always posting about your business. And I know you guys are like, what do you mean? But remember, you want to have that human personal connection first. So rather than constantly posting about your business, like every single day, all you post about is GWT, that's great, but in moderation when you're posting on your profile. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more. I'm going to explain, where and when to post about GWT, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Do it effectively is the key word here. So what should you post? Of course, sticking with our positive notion, talking about attraction marketing and making sure that people are wanting to come into your profile and see what you're saying. One thing to keep in mind is posting motivation. You want your post to be super shareable, and what is more shareable than motivation? What you can do is you can follow us at GWT Corp on Instagram. This is our handle here, and you can find lots of amazing, awesome images that you can even take. You can copy them and share them on Facebook. Go for it. Don't worry about, oh, are they going to get mad at me? No, we post them on there for you guys to use, so please absolutely go ahead and use them. So make sure that you follow us so you can get all the latest posts. But you can also just go on Google Images and find some really great motivational quotes that speak to you, that mean something to you, and maybe that really did inspire you to do what you're doing and be amazing as you are. So when you post things like this, people are going to like and comment. They're going to say, wow, this is great. I totally agree. I love this quote. And then they might even take it and share it on their timeline, which is important because once they share it on their timeline, it's a direct connection to you, which opens up your network immensely. So that's really important, to post things that will go viral, that people enjoy looking at. Another thing you can post, of course, is selfies. Smiling, happy selfies, wearing the products. This is awesome. Like Kafina here has an amazing post. I love this post. She has tons of great posts like this. You all have great posts like this. I'm on Facebook almost every day just to see what you guys are up to, see what's going on, and I love seeing posts like this. So absolutely go for it. You know, if you're look in the mirror and you're like, yeah, I look good today. Absolutely, happy smiling selfies are contagious and they make people feel really good. When someone smiles at you in real life, you know, you smile back. So you can make your selfies even more effective by wearing your products. So you see here, Kafina's wearing her shields and she's got her fairy soladium on. So you're always going to remember to be a product of the product and keep it true on your social media. Absolutely. Everything that you take a picture of, if you're wearing your products, show that off. We're going to actually start a new campaign with our social media that involves you wearing your products and being a product of the product. So stay tuned for that. That's really exciting and something that I'm going to share with you maybe in the next coming weeks. So again, post your selfies. Absolutely. Looks awesome. So you also can post about your lifestyle. So this includes posting about your travels, your paycations, as we say here in GWT. It doesn't even matter if it's near or far, if it's a trip to the park for the day. Share that. If you had a good time, then absolutely you should be posting about it. You want to post that positivity. And even better, if GWT has allowed you to go on your trip to enjoy your paycation, make sure that you mention it. Make sure you say, I went to the beach and it's all because of GWT. It's amazing, and then hashtag with the GWT lifestyle. Post about your family time, post about your home life. If you were able to upgrade your bathroom, share that. That's great stuff. People want to see that. Post about your true passions. Let's say, you love riding horses, or you love painting or gardening. Share those aspects. Share what deeply makes you happy, because that's what it's all about. To be a human being is to have deep, amazing passions. It's like, I love gardening. I love to spend time in my garden. Here's a picture of it. What do you guys think? Engaging your audience in what you truly love is really, really important. And again, it plays into that attraction marketing, and it plays into that power of positivity. And again, it helps to build friendships. Let's say you post about, I'm with my horses tonight. I'm at the barn taking care of them. If somebody sees that, they go, hey, I like horses. I wonder what she's up to. And they can click through your profile and they just see this amazing profile filled with positive messages. They're going to want to be your friend. They're going to want to hit the add friend request, or even just send you a message and say, your life looks so amazing. How do you do it? And that's going to open the door for you. So now you're going to be asking me, oh, no, wait, I missed something. Celebrate success. Sorry. So even your own successes and your excitement and pride with yourself. Again, people love excitement and celebrations. Share your personal successes on your profile page. Always, of course, remember, don't be humble, never be boastful. Just be excited and share it. If you just got a new car, like I just got the keys, like I'm so excited. I worked so hard for this new car. I just can't wait to take it out for a spin. Share that kind of stuff. Again, people like to see that. And again, sharing the success of others is very, very important when it comes to this strategy. Sorry, I'm probably speaking too fast. I apologize. I always get excited, and when I'm excited, I talk too fast. So I'm going to try and slow it down a bit. So, of course, celebrating the success of others. Share. If you're celebrate each other, if you're seeing someone has, they went on an awesome vacation, share that on your own timeline and say, oh, wow, your vacation looks awesome. I'm so happy for you. This is exciting. Because again, like, you want to spread that. You want to make sure that if you're happy, make other people happy. And that's the whole key to this type of training here. You can share in someone's success in their business. If they just got a new promotion, they made it from diplomat to ambassador, share that and let's talk about it. That's absolutely amazing. Tag a friend in someone's vacation photo and say, like, your trip looked awesome. We're going to go here next. If you show that you care and you celebrate other people's positivity, it's going to come back to you. Keep in mind that if you want to celebrate someone's success in business, they don't necessarily have to be in our company. They could be somebody who you've met at a networking event in a different company, and if they did a great job, go ahead and say and congratulate them. Say that's great, congratulations, because your comment on their picture or their post is going to have everyone on their timeline seeing your profile. So that's the power of Facebook. It really is a lot bigger than you think it is. So you just got to keep that in mind and make sure that your profile is matching that. So, and like I was saying, if you want your profile to reflect an amazing person that you are. Okay, slowing it down. having a good time. So now you guys are probably asking me, okay, so how is this going to work? How do people learn about my business when I'm not constantly posting about it on my profile? Great question. Again, it's going to be a little bit hard and it'll be a bit of an adjustment. But if you don't already have a business page, it will be a bit of a transition. So what's most important about your profile is to really be yourself and the most positive version of yourself. You want to be real. People in this day and age, people appreciate real. They appreciate being, seeing something being relatable, and that's really, really important. People are being sold to all day, every day, and unfortunately, they're not going to pay attention if you come off as just another salesperson. So that's why I'm recommending that you keep your profile mainly about you and your life, and then your business page to post all about your business. Of course, you can feel free to share some business page posts on your Facebook. You can of course post about your business. If something amazing really happened and that's really making you excited, absolutely go for it. Post it. I think that's great. But be selective about what you post on your profile. You keep your profile mainly about you. So actually, before I get into recruiting, I want to make sure that we all kind of keep in mind one important thing. And again, this is totally up to you if you choose to do this. Again, all my training tonight is a recommendation. It's not so much you got to do this, you guys. Take it with a grain of salt. It's up to you how you want to perform. But it's to hide your friends list. I want to make sure that we're aware that we can actually do this. So the reason why I kind of recommend this is you wouldn't want to leave your contact list out in the open. Like, you have your list of people in your pipeline. You don't really want to leave that out. You wouldn't leave it on a restaurant table for everyone to open up and take a look at. So you can choose to make your friends list private. So as you can see here, I got some great friends on my list. I have Sanaz Human, I have Ramin Mezgarlu, I have some of our top leaders in the company. Like, this is good stuff. These are good contacts. So you want to make sure that maybe not everyone can see this. So how do you do that? If you scroll down on your profile, if you scroll down here to your friends list, and it looks like a little square like this, just go ahead and click Edit Privacy. And then once you do that, it opens up a window that looks just like this. And here you can choose who sees your friends. So you can change it to say public, you can change it to say friends, you can change it to say only me. If you want your friends list to be private so that only you can see it, go ahead and choose only me for both lists. Again, just a recommendation. And then so when you go ahead and do that, this is what your friends list looks like when you view it as a different person. And while we're still here, there is a feature with Facebook that you can actually check what your timeline looks like. And you can change the setting here. You can change it to be what it looks like to public when you set things as public. You can change it to see how it looks to specific people. So this is a really great tool when you go ahead and do that. And that can be found under your settings, just so you guys know. Okay, so how to build a network and recruiting. So there are so many groups on Facebook for people to connect and to post. So the best thing to do is take a look online. So for me, so if I was a distributor, which I wish I was, here's what I would do. I would go to groups like Young Entrepreneurs in Toronto. This is actually a pretty big group. There's a lot of young people in here, and I would ask to join this group. And so the point of this is you're going to try and build your network. Of course, you have your network of friends and your friends' friends on Facebook, but why not make it bigger? There are millions of people on Facebook. Why not expand your network to as many people as you possibly can? So you can join groups like this, like Young Entrepreneurs or Local Entrepreneurs. Another really great resource would be even direct sales entrepreneurs, connecting with other people in the industry. This can be in multi-level marketing, can be direct sales distributors. All of that is great stuff. So of course, ask to join these groups. I chose this one. This is actually a really big group. There's about 14,000 people in this group in particular. But of course, you can choose like direct sales women if you're a woman, if you feel like you want to network with other like-minded women, direct sales young people if you're a young person. There's all kinds of different groups. So feel free to go on and search for different keywords and try and find these groups that you can join and connect. For me, maybe even like a local group. I actually live in Stouffville, which is a town outside of the area that the office is in. But it's a small town, and maybe I want to meet some people who are nearby who I can network with and talk to. So maybe even join some local groups. It's totally up to you. So one important thing is when you're on these groups, so you're going to ask to join, and you're going to be like, okay, great, I'm going to post my link. I'm going to do that. I'm going to post it everywhere, make sure everyone goes to see it. And I'm going to tell you, don't post your link. And you guys are like, what? Okay, why? Why can't you post their link? Here's the thing. Everybody and their dog is going to be posting their links too, right? Makes sense. If you're in direct sales, it's the first thing you want to do. You want to be like, here's my link, go shopping, check it out. I'm so excited. But the thing is, your amazing website is going to be buried by other posts. If everyone's posting their link, it's going to get lost among all those other links. So what I'm recommending is be different. Simply post something like what I've done here. Is I've just said, hello, I'm looking to meet and network with other young entrepreneurs in the local area. I'm hoping to connect with motivated and fun-loving people like me. That's simple, You want to reach out for that human connection like I've been talking about. You want to talk with like-minded people, You want to like and comment and talk with these people. When you're in these groups, everyone's going to be posting. Comment on those posts. If they post their link, say, oh, nice link, I think it's great. Just get your name out there. It's all what it comes down to. So it seems a little bit crazy, but again, remember, like what you're posting is going to show up on other people's walls, and this is what's really going to expand your network when you post on these groups and when you network with people in these groups. And networking is as simple as liking a status that they've posted, or just clicking on their profile and going around commenting on some of their posts. As simple as that. You can do it all from the comfort of your home. So, and again, these are all just recommendations. I'm not saying that like, oh no, you can't post your website on these sites. Absolutely, you can. Feel free. And just know that many of these guys have probably seen the same post over and over of like, check out my site, or check out, I have this great deal on eyelashes. Whatever business they're in. You simply want to come to these pages to network. So again, like, there's no pressure, and maybe you can even learn something from other people who you're talking to. It's really just a great way to just expand your network and grow your friends list, which is ideally what you want to be doing. So it's all about relationships. I know I probably said relationships a million times so far on this training, but what you want to do is you want to draw people in with your amazing profile. Again, you want to spread positivity, motivation, inspiration, and people will follow you. They see what you do, and they see how positive and happy you are, and they're going to want that for themselves. They're going to look at my profile and say, oh, Rachel is so happy, and you know what? I want to be happy too. So the moral of my whole story here is keep your personal page all about you and keep it positive, and you want to build your business on a business page. So that way you're able to target an engaged audience that really wants to hear about your business and your fantastic products. Okay, business pages. So you want to target an engaged audience, and you want to see a greater return. I'm just going to grab a drink here. 1 second. Alrighty. So business pages. If you look at GWT Corp, we have a business page. Most of our brands, like Fairy has its own page as well. So pages are a really, really important aspect of Facebook. So I'm going to teach you how to create a page. This is the first step. So from your profile, you're going to go here to this top little arrow, and you're going to click down, and you're going to choose Create Page. And this is just a suggestion. Of course, you can choose company, you can choose brand. I personally like to choose local business, and I'll tell you why. You'll see why in a few minutes, but I'll tell you why. If you choose local business, it offers you some really, really amazing features that aren't offered in any of the other types of pages. So just keep that in mind. And also, it's going to help you connect with people locally, because it's great when you're first starting out. It's good to build your business locally because it's a face-to-face business, right? Things work best if you're able to sit down with somebody and tell them in person about the business. You want to shake their hand, and you're able to answer the questions right away in real time. So that's why I like to choose local business. From there, I chose shopping and retail. Again, this is just a really great way with all the features that it unlocks. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to set it up. So what I've done is I've chosen a name. Of course, you can use Fairy in your name here, in your business name. But if you're going to use Fairy, make sure to always always, always, always include the words independent luxury consultant. This is very, very important because you do not want to infringe on the company's copyright. Because if you just put fairy, anyone in the world would think that you're corporate, which of course we want to avoid and as many costs. So what I've actually done, I've chosen my own name for my business page. I've called it Luxury Life because when you're in GWT and you're wearing fairy products, you are living luxury life. So you can be creative. You can choose your own business name. That's great. Just make sure that if you want to include fairy, just make sure you include independent luxury consultant. And then you just go through here. You add a couple sentences about what your page is about. Is it a real establishment? Yes. And then this is really important here as well, guys. Will, I chose a different name here, be the authorized and official representation of the establishment, business, or venue on Facebook? Always choose no, because you are not the official representation. GWT Corp, our page, Global Wealth Trade Corporation, and official Fairy Design Alliance, those are the official representations. So please, when you're creating this, always choose no. Again, this is for legal reasons. And then you're going to connect the page to the official representation, which is Fairy Design Alliance. So that would be really great if we could go ahead and do that with our business pages. Otherwise, I'm going to be sending you a message saying, hi, do you mind changing the name of your page? Okay, so once we do that, you're going to pick a picture, you're going to add it to your favorites, and you're going to choose your target audience. What I've done here, I've chosen my local area within a 20-minute drive. I've chosen age 18 to 65, all. I've chosen some categories that obviously pertain to fairy, and of course I've chosen the language of English because I speak English. All right, so here is my beautiful business page. Here is where I'm going to absolutely post everything that has to do with my business, my products. I'm going to post my promotions. I'm going to post all my pictures. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. This is where you can go crazy and post everything about your business. This is where you can post new product releases, anything you want. Go nuts. And this is exactly like the page that you want to have. This is what's going to represent you as a real business. Oh, sorry guys, I went a little crazy there. Let me go back. Okay. So, some features. Of course, you have your cover photo. Again, you can feature your products, promotions, the opportunity. You have your profile photo. Go crazy. Choose all the products you want. It's all up to you and how you want to represent your business. And then also one important thing is keep your real phone number here. Don't put in a fake one, because if someone comes across this and they go, oh my God, what a great business. I love this opportunity. They're going to want to call you. They're going to want to call you up and say, hey, I came across your business page. I'd love to talk to you more. You want to actually have this be a real phone number so that they can do that. Now, this, brace yourselves, this is like my favorite thing about this page. Add a button. Like, oh my God, awesome. And, oh, hang on, I did a few arrows here to make sure, to emphasize how excited I am about this feature. This is absolutely an amazing tool. What you can do with this button is you can actually set it up to do a number of different things. You can have it be a Shop Now button. You could have it be a Join as a VIP button. You could have it be a direct link to the opportunity page. The possibilities for this button are absolutely endless. So how do I do this? It's so easy, so simple. So you simply click on Add a Button, like you click here on this guy, and then this dialog opens up. So for my page, I've chosen to do a Shop Now because, why not? If I'm posting these amazing products, why wouldn't people want to click through and shop right away? So I've chosen Shop Now to be the name of my button, and then I just add my link. And so actually what I've done here is I've actually made it link to the Fairy homepage. So rather than having it just go to the galleries page, link it so that they see products right away. That's really, really important, because then people see a great product on your Facebook page and then they click Shop Now. You want them to see products right away, right? So again, this is totally up to you. You can have it linked to whatever you want. Feature any part of your business that you choose. This is where you have the absolute creative freedom. Go crazy is what I like to say. And here it is. This is a direct link. So let's say, they're looking at this bag here and they go, oh, wow, my God, this is so beautiful. Click Shop Now and they're shopping. So that's what I really love about this button, and that's why I'm so excited. Okay, the next thing I'm really excited about is this offers button. So you can create offers for your customers, and this, of course, will keep them engaged. When you have likes on your page here, and you post something on this page, or you do an offer, it sends actually a notification to all the people who have liked your page. So it's going to tell them like, oh, guess what? Rachel's posted something. Go check it out. So that's what's really awesome about this. So with offers, what you can do is you can use your gift certificate platform that we already have created for you. So of course, $100 off your purchase of 200 or more, and you can utilize that on your page and create amazing offers. So what I've actually come up with a strategy for this, and it's a little bit different than what we're maybe used to. But what you can do is you can create an offer for different things every week. Of course, the GC works with anything, but what you can do is every week you can target a certain category that we have. So, for example, this week I've chosen to target posh necklaces. So I've set my discount value at $100. Again, it's super easy with Facebook. Everything's very intuitive. It just basically walks you through how to do everything. So you set your discount value. I set it to 100 because we're getting $100 off. And then that's my title. And what I've chosen such a simple title, $100 off, is because they show you a little preview here of what it's going to look like. When you put $100 off, that's all people are going to see. So when they see this necklace and they see $100 off, that's a sweet deal. Like, I'm going to click on that. Like, that's great. So make sure that your title is really, really enticing. And then again, with your description, you're going to put limited time only. And then you say, get $100 off your purchase of 200 or more of polished necklaces. Make it targeted. Make it focused. Don't just say everything. I mean, you can. Absolutely, you can. Feel free. But it's great to make it focused because then it kind of gives people a great incentive. It puts an idea in their head of, oh, you know what? I could really go for a necklace. And then they're going to be like, oh, and I got $100 off. Amazing. Perfect. Time to shop. So, of course, you can add photos. So I've added some great photos of some posh necklaces here, even posh for men. I put an expiry date. So here's the thing. We know that the GC doesn't technically have an expiry date, right? But you're going to create an expiry on this offer because it's going to create the incentive for people to act quickly. They're not going to be like, oh, I'll do it next time, whatever. When you say, okay, it ends next week, people are going to be like, oh man, I got to get a necklace. I got to get $100 off. That's a great deal. So you're really putting extra value on your GC. And this is what's really going to help you get more GC orders. It's really going to help people to think like, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to buy a necklace. Or you can make it be anything. You could have it be $100 off fairy bags, or it could be $100 off fairy men's shoes. It's totally up to you. You have lots of creativity and lots of freedom. And what you're able to do is you can even do new offers every single week. Of course, the GC is valid on everything, but on your page for your specific customers, you're going to set up special features for every single week. So here's how it looks once it's all done. And what's going to happen is this is going to get shared on all the timelines of all the people who have liked your page. They're going to see this really great, Luxury Life has this great offer, limited time only, and I'm going to see these necklaces right away. And so all I have to do as a user is, I see $100 off this necklace, awesome, use offer. And that's going to link right back to your Posh Necklaces page. So I think it's absolutely amazing. I love this offer. Like when I learned about this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We definitely need to share this. So next slide. Come on, Google. Okay. Now I went too forward. Okay, great. So what to post on your business page, what to post. Here's where you're going to post everything. You're going to post new product releases. You're going to do social media posts. You're going to post about your upcoming branding parties, your upcoming tours, your upcoming conferences. Anything and everything to do with your business is going to go here. I mean, go crazy. Go crazy. So what I've done here is I've actually done Sophie does an amazing job with our social media. She takes all the great pictures and she puts all the posts together. Use them. They're there for you. So absolutely take a screen capture and post it on your business page. And you're going to say, hot new release. And you're going to release this to all your customers and make a big deal of it. It's important. And if it's important to you, it's important to all your customers. So you got to keep that in mind. Another great tool that is with this particular type of page is events. So you can create events through your page. And this is great because if you have customers, you can let them know about new branding parties. If you're going to be at a trade show, you can share that on here. Any local tours that you want them to be aware of, any local training, and even international conferences. And again, when you set things up like this, it creates a post and it sends it out to all the people who have liked your page. So that's really the beauty about having a focused business page is people who have liked your page, they want to hear this. They really want to know what's going on with your business. So when you post about a new product release or you have an offer or you have an event, it's going directly to an audience who are engaged. And when you post something, they're listening. So rather than shouting from a rooftop to a crowd of people who are, kind of mumbling to each other and not maybe listening to you, you are talking to a group of people who are intently listening to you. So that's sort of the difference between your profile and using a business page. That's what I'm kind of, my main point is I'm trying to get at here. So here I've created an event for the Italy Summit, which is coming up in September, and I hope all of our European LCs have bought their tickets because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Snez and Ramin are going to be there. So make sure you buy your tickets. They're on sale on the GWT Corp website. So go ahead and do that after this webinar to all of our European LCs. And you can share this and post this, and you're able to promote all of our events. So here is a beautiful business page, and it's complete. Oops, I keep doing that, guys. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, here we are. I apologize for that. And so when you're this is where you're going to share your page. And so what you can do is you are going to basically take this information that's on this page, and you're going to share this URL with your interested prospects. And this is your Facebook business page. So if someone comes to you and says, like, I want to hear more about your business, or even your customers, you're going to share this particular URL with them, and it's going to take them directly to your business page, and it's going to encourage them to like your page. So you're going to put this URL on all of your prospecting cards, your business cards. You're going to share it with everyone when it has to do with your business. And of course, you can invite your friends and family to like the page. How you do that is on your page, you go here to this little 3 dots, and you choose invite friends. And what it's going to do is going to open up your friend list, and you can send invites to everybody all at once, or you can choose certain people who to send invites to. My recommendation is to only send out invites when you're first starting out. Always send them once or twice a week, like twice tops a week, just to kind of remind people, like, hey, check out my business page. You don't really want to bombard them too much with, like, check it out, check it out, check it out. Because if they're not interested, they're not interested. It's really best to focus on the prospects that are interested, that do want to learn more. So just keep that in mind. You can also invite your email contacts that you have in your forensic box. So just refer back to your forensic box, which I'm sure you're all using, and you're filling out your DMOs and your WMOs. Go back to those and fill them out, and you can add all those contacts in through your email contacts, which is really, really great. Okay, and so how you access your page, when you're on your profile or you're anywhere else in Facebook, just choose this down arrow, and you can find it right here. So if you want to go and you want to post anything on your page, how you get to it is you click here on it there. Okay, what else do we have? Oh yeah, I want to leave off, I know I've mentioned our Instagram, but please, if you are on Facebook, be sure to like and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Like us on Facebook. This is where you're going to get all your amazing images that you can post on your business page. As you can see here, we did a great post about shoes, and we are always posting on our social media, and we do it for you guys. We really do. We do it so that you guys can have content to post and share, and it works really well for you guys. Of course, Global Wealth Trade Corporation, this is where you're getting all your information about new releases and new information, so make sure you're following us on that. And of course, if you're on Instagram, which I hope most of you are, I personally love Instagram, follow us at GWT Corp Ferry, T Corp. Again, some great posts that you can repost, that you can share yourself, and it's going to really, really help you build your business up. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I get too excited and I just feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. So I apologize if someone got lost or I was talking too quick. I'll try and answer any questions that you guys have. So yeah, Anne-Marie, do you mind helping me out with some of the questions if you could?
Yeah, absolutely. And oh my God, Rachel, that was like the most amazing training on social media I've
Oh,
ever. It was fantastic. Like there's so many nuggets here that I can take and a lot of people can take. So I see a lot of people are very excited. Some of the questions that keep coming up is people didn't know that they could use a gift certificate on most people thought it was only on Ferry like it used to be. So some of the questions that are coming up is it just Ferry or is it Posh, Ferry, and Mosh?
it is Posh and it is Fairy. It is not Fairy Mosh. You can use your $100 gift certificate off your purchase of $200 of Fairy or Posh, There are other limitations, so be sure to read the back of the gift certificates and also check the description online to get those qualifications. But yes, it is for fairy and for posh.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So, and then again, a lot of people are saying great training. So, another
Thank
question
you.
here is in the business page, do we use our home page or GWT headquarter address? I mean, the home address or the GWT home address?
For your business page, you mean when you're linking it to the official page? Is that what they're referring to?
Sorry, I just saw Sanaz. Yes, I'm coming in, Sanaz. The home address or GWT headquarter address. So on the business page where they put their address, do they put their personal address or their corporation?
Okay, so again, this is up to you. If you want to have it be, you can have it be your own personal home address because again, you want to target your local audience. You can choose to have it be your home address, but if you're not comfortable with that, choose the address of a park nearby. I mean, people don't need to know exactly where you live, but it's good to basically have your business be centered around your local area. So, for example, I chose a random address, which ended up being a dog park in Toronto for my business page. But you can do the same thing. If there's a park nearby or a public space, you can put the address to that. And then if people ask you, just explain to them, it's an online business, it's a global business, but I wanted to target local people in my area, but I don't feel comfortable giving out my real address. So that's what you can do to basically avoid that.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm just gonna unmute Sanaz here. I think she wanted to talk about the gift certificate. Oh,
Absolutely.
Sanaz, are you here?
I'm right here, Anne Marie. First of
Oh,
all, I didn't actually. Rachel already answered the gift certificate. I just want to congratulate Rachel on her first webinar. Great job. I love listening to you train. You did a great job. You're a superstar.
Thank you so much, Sinez. It really means a lot to me.
No, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Let's just go through the comments and questions because I know that Rachel is like the queen of social media in the office and she knows how to use it well. And one thing I would just add on to what you just said about the address, I would definitely recommend not putting your personal address on your Facebook page, especially a business page. I would recommend, like Rachel said, to put your city. So like if you live in Georgetown or if you live in Mississauga or if you live in Abuja or whatever city you live in, just like Rachel said, to attract your local market.
awesome, awesome. Thank you, both of you. And yes, absolutely, Rachel, you're really amazing webinar, and thank you, Sanaz, for that tip. So I'm just gonna read some of the comments here. I know there's some questions, so I don't want to lose the questions in between the comments, but we do have people saying, wow, 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 what an incredible training. Thank you for providing such a value. I know this training has helped many people tonight. You rocked. That's from Marshall. I have, wow, what a great social media training tonight, Rachel. Best of the best. It's amazing. You're awesome, Rachel. Love your work. Thank you for answering my question. That's amazing training. Great training. Oh, okay, here's a question. The printed gift certificate only say fairy products.
Okay, that might be an older version of it, and I do apologize for that. We did print recently when we did the reorder, and it does include Posh products as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so great training. I really appreciate it. Wow, great job. I really needed this tip for my page. Thank you so much. Do you suggest us create a business Facebook page or Facebook group? And can you explain the difference between the two, please? That's from Sherry Zhao.
Yes, okay. Sherry, the reason why you can have a group, absolutely, feel free to do that. The reason why I like to use the business page feature is because you have the ability to use the offers, you have the ability to use the events, and you have the ability to use the add a button. With the group, I'm not sure if it has those functionalities, but I know that the pages are really effective. And what it does, it sets because other businesses have pages, right? We have a page. Any business you can think of has a page. And so to take your business seriously, you want to use a page as well. And it unlocks all those really great features. and it really sets you up to have a professional business page.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. Another question came here. If people doesn't have a credit card, would I would like to know if they can use PayPal
To
somehow on that. Yeah, on PayPal on that page.
I don't know. The Facebook page isn't necessarily a shopping platform in itself. You can't buy things directly from the Facebook page. All of your Facebook page is basically a promotion tool for your website. So anything that you post on your page is going to link back to your VDM website. And the VDM website you can pay with your credit card on the VDM website, no problem. And you can actually use PayPal. Actually, I don't know if you can use it on our website to make a product purchase, but all of your links on your business page are going to link back to your VDM website, which of course you can use your credit card, and you can use different ways to pay as well.
Awesome, thank you.
And Rachel and Anne Marie, if I can add to that, one of the things, ladies and gentlemen, that Rachel is trying to teach all of you is to be able to use social media to bring in extra revenue in different ways. So, you know, by doing business pages, it makes you into a more of a professional business. Remember, you're the CEO of your own company. So you want to ultimately not only attract the customers, the people that you know, but in fact, brand new customers. So what you want to do is you want to be able to build a page. That's why Rachel has taught you how to be able to tap into a cold market for yourself. And then, of course, be able to build that cold market so that you can start to have extra stream of income from the retail profits, which means that all your payment processing will still go through GWT Corp. So whatever methods that we have, which is, of course, Visa, MasterCard, on the online, those are the platforms that you would use. If it's going to be PayPal, it has to be through your own personal PayPal, and it cannot go through our website. Back to you, Anne-Marie.
Cool, thank you. What did you say, Rachel?
Oh, I just said thank you for clearing that up, Sanaz.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, there's so many comments. I'm gonna try to just skim because everybody's so excited about what they learned today. But I just want to make sure the question are really answered because we'll be here for hours with all the amazing comments. Rachel, you did so amazing. One of the question here is: are all of the feature on the business page free?
Yes, they are. The ones that I showed you today are for free.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing like great training, amazing, best thing ever, so amazing. Oh, so now saying I'll answer that. Will this training be offered again for those of us who missed it? I can answer this. I recorded it, so it will be. I will post it onto our GWT family so everybody can have it and share to their team. Insane training, excellent training. Wow, totally rocked it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, I think, oh my God, there's so many powerful training. If we make an offer with a gift certificate on our business, can a person use it more than once for a different product on a different week? That would be more, or you. Go ahead. Hello? I personally cannot hear anybody right now.
Okay, perfect. So just for all of our luxury consultants, the gift certificate is a free product that you are giving away to a brand new VIP customer. It means that it should have value. If you give something away for nothing, it means nothing to a brand new person. So you need to make sure that you have to understand the gift certificate is on a one-time offer per VIP account that is open. So someone that takes advantage of the $100 off cannot use that again. That's very important to make sure you understand, and don't abuse the system, because right now we randomly do audit the gift certificates, and if we see someone is abusing the system, we'll definitely reevaluate it. So we don't want to police it. We want you to be open to giving them away, but let's make sure that we don't abuse our system. Back to you, Anne Marie.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, I saw the question, something like, if someone don't feel safe to give the credit card information, could they sign up themselves? That's a great question, and that's a question I would actually suggest you to talk with your My5. Yes, everybody can sign up on their own and buy on their own. They don't have to give it. I do that all the time. And yes, this is recorded. I think I saw one more question, and I'm trying to find it again. Oh, that's the same one. What does it look like when they click get offer? The gift certificate pops up on the retail page? That's kind of two questions in one.
So when it goes to get offer, you know what? I'm gonna have to go back and do the screenshots again for you guys and pull that up. And what I'll do is I'll share that. I'll find a way to share that with all of you because yeah, I actually did click through it and when I was putting this training together, and I should have gone ahead and showed you guys what it looks like when it goes to get offer. But again, Facebook is very intuitive and it's going to guide your customers to go to the website and to it's going to link back to. So remember what I chose posh necklaces for the feature. It's going to take them back to the posh necklaces. So the get offer is going to link back to whatever you link it to. And so let's say you chose men's shoes, for example, for your $100 off offer for the week to feature. You choose the link that it goes back to. So when you click get offer, it's going to take them to the men's shoes, and then you'll have to guide your customer in order to use the GC code.
Awesome.
And Rachel, maybe you can reiterate the fact that in their offer and promotion, they have to put the save 100 in order to be able to be validated.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, any promotion that you are doing, you need to make sure that your customers understand that they have to enter the code save 100 upon checkout to be able to take advantage of the $100 discount.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for clarifying this. I see two new questions here. So thank you for this amazing training. Have you used Ads Facebook before, and do you recommend it?
I personally haven't used them myself, but you absolutely feel free to use them. You can use them to actually promote your business page. Facebook gives you lots of opportunities to use the ads function. And again, very intuitive, and it basically works on a click-through basis, I believe. So what they're going to do is they're going to display your ad, and you only pay for every click you get. What that means is, let's say you want to post an ad and you pay $10 to Facebook. So they're going to show your ad as many times as possible, but you're only going to pay for the times that people click it. It's a little bit confusing. And that's actually training on its own because it actually is a little bit more complicated than that. But Facebook ads are very effective. There's been many times myself when I see a Facebook ad and I go through and click it. If it's interesting to me, so let's say it's a picture of a great pair of shoes, yeah, I might click on it if the ad is interesting enough to me. So you can absolutely use that function. It's a great function through Facebook. It'll actually also build up your own VDM if you use Facebook ads. So it's actually some training on its own, but Facebook is a very effective tool that you can absolutely use.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And then the last one I see here, if someone had a gift certificate given, let's say a year ago, but never redeem it, can they get another gift certificate?
That's a question for Sanaz. Sanaz? Yeah. So if someone got a gift certificate, the whole purpose of it is not to give them a 1 year expiry date. But the gift certificate that they got last year would have not been the same promotion as the Save 100. It was the $300 gift certificate at that time. So since this is a different offer, if they've never redeemed the gift certificate, then yes, they're eligible for the gift certificate. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, you want to put a timeline for your gift certificate. If you just put an unlimited amount of time for your client, it means nothing. So I would keep it to 30 to 60 days maximum.
Yeah, I so agree. It loses value, right? And if we start like giving it again and again and again to the same person, we're like kind of killing our business. So totally agree with what Sanaz is saying, right? So there's still okay. There's a lot of comment coming in still. So are we allowed to create a site that references our VDM site and optimize the site for search engines like Google, for example?
Are you talking about, are they talking about like just a regular website or
Actually,
with Facebook?
let me unmute this gentleman because he has a that's Clement F. Let me go find him so you can, if it's okay with you, Clement, I'm gonna just go and unmute you, just so you can ask your questions directly because you seem to have utilizing this a lot, and I think it'd be easier for you to get your question like that. Let me unmute you here. So you're unmuted now, Clement. Clement, you're unmuted. Okay, I don't know if he has a microphone or anything. Oh, he doesn't have a microphone. So I'm not exactly sure what he meant by that. If it was what kind of, he was just asking, can we create a site that references our VDM site and optimize the site for search engine like Google? So I'm not exactly sure
I
what
think I
that.
know what he's asking, so I'll try to answer that. So, but are you asking if like you could basically set up your own URL, your own website that goes back to your VDM, and you can basically optimize it so that if people search for keywords on Google like designer shoes or jewelry, that it'll link that your site will show up earlier on the Google image results on the image results. Yes, you can do that. Uh, it's more of an IT question, but I do know a little bit about this, so I'm going to try and answer your question the best I can. You can do that, absolutely. You can definitely create your own URL, your own site, and just make sure that everything still goes through our systems because otherwise you're not going to take advantage of the amazing systems that we have set up for you, including taking care of your shipping, your inventory control, your credit card processing. So absolutely, you can go ahead and do that. If you have the capabilities, I mean, go for it. It's your own business. So if you want to run it that way, go for it. Absolutely. And the SEO, the search engine optimization, is an absolutely great tool. If you can utilize it, I say go for it.
Awesome. So he said, yeah, he was just curious. Thank you. He's gonna ask. He can ask also is my five if anything. So I think it was more for curiosity here. But and then we have the last one and not the least, Sherry Zhao asking, would you please give a training on Facebook ad too? I haven't found it as effective as you might have.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, I can do that. I have to do a bit more research, obviously, on Facebook ads specifically, because my education doesn't go as far as that. But I could definitely put something together, and if I'm allowed to, I would love to do another training on the Facebook ads for sure.
Awesome. Cool. Man, this is exciting. Thank you so much. This is all the question I have. As I said, there's hundreds of comments and everybody is super, super pumped about what they heard. I have this recorded so we can go back again and slow it down if we need to because she went through so much. She's so excited. Rachel, you did amazing. Like, wow. Like, if that was your first webinar, which, I mean, I heard you and I saw you in videos and I see you how you post and it's fabulous to see all the time. You did phenomenal here, and I'm very excited to have you on this call today. So I don't see
Thank you
any
so much.
other. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't see anything, any other questions, just great comments coming in. So I'm just gonna, close up the call unless you have any last comments here.
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody for your amazing comments. That really makes me feel very proud and very honored to be part of this company. You guys really make my day all the time, every day. So thank you very much for being on tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support, and thank you so much, Emery, for hosting such an amazing call, and thank you, Sanaz, for your continuing support every day. So I'm just absolutely just completely flattered and completely humbled. And tonight was an awesome night. So thank you, everybody, so much.
Yeah, thank you. I feel the same about this company. So support's amazing. Thank you very much, everyone on the call. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever
Anne
you are.
Marie.
Yes.
Anne-Marie, I'm just going to add two more things. I'm not sure if you did share at the beginning of the call, but one of the things, first of all, I want to congratulate Rachel on a phenomenal job. And yes, absolutely, you are definitely going to be doing a lot more webinars. One thing I wanted to let everyone know is that the Sunday night calls, we're going to be, making them a lot more practical with the tools that you need in order to be able to be successful. The how-tos, how to navigate your website, product training, business training, the basics of what you need in order for you to be successful. And so we started off with Rachel. We're going to be having Sophie Powell from our corporate office, who's going to be teaching you how to navigate your website, your back office training. So the month of August, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be an absolutely amazing, the month of July, sorry, is going to be an absolutely amazing week. One thing, a month, my apologies. So you don't have to be perfect to be on a call. And so we're going to be teaching you some amazing training. You're going to hear more of Rachel on these calls as well. We are going to be recording these calls, like Anne-Marie said, and we are going to be building up a training system in your back office for you to be able to log into, or for your brand new distributors logging on to listen to as well. But another thing as well that we are going to be doing is we need all of you to be interactive on these calls. We need to make sure that you're promoting it to your team to be on these calls, because of course we're getting on. It's important to make sure that you're on as well. So back to you, Anne-Marie.
Yes, absolutely. Well, actually, thank you for bringing this up. We do have some announcement that I would have totally forgot about, which is exactly what you just shared. Is, this is today's call with the social media. Next week is the Night of the Stars, and then we have amazing Youth and Us talking and bringing back the secret event that you're doing on July 23rd. So on the 24th, on Sunday night, we'll have that. And then all this month, right, like the website navigation. So make sure that you stay tuned. So do not miss our secret event on July 23rd. Make sure you have that for the vision board registered, so you can assist to that, and make sure you have that, because those special guests with Mr. Ramin Misgarlou and Mrs. Sanaz Human will be amazing to have you, to help you with that. We also have like Live Your Dream in Italy, the summit conference. So schedule this in your agenda. Make sure that you have your prospect around and get your ticket, as well as the Caribbean conference, which will be amazing, absolutely insane, with again with Ramin and Sanaz, all the way in Caribbean event coming up. As well as we have Sanaz coming to Alberta and Calgary and Edmonton coming up in August here. So I think my dates were a little off here. So we'll just make sure that you have all those events coming up in your calendar, so you don't miss anything coming up in your local market. Go to all these events and make sure that you register to all those Sunday night webinars. I'm excited to see the corporation and the way that Rachel did such an amazing, and I'm just looking forward to see more. So did you have anything else, Sanaz, you want me to share here?
Well, you just talked about the events, and one of the reasons that, ladies and gentlemen, you see a lot of events that are coming out with corporate is that we celebrated our 10-year anniversary at our conference, and now we are ready to go into massive momentum into the next decade. So we're building the next decade, and that means lots and lots of corporate presence. Of course, this secret event that's coming up, a lot of you have been asking whether it's going to be a live broadcast, because what is a secret event? By the way, I just want to clarify what that is. So a couple of years ago, back in 2007, I did what's called a vision board, which is, attract what you want into your life. And I ended up, watching a secret movie, talking about what I wanted, and started to plan for it. And recently, when I picked up my car, my new car, I realized that a lot of the stuff that I put on my vision board had come to life. And I thought, my goodness, I've achieved a lot of the stuff that's on the vision board. I need to do a new one. And then Ramin basically said, well, if you're going to do one, why don't you do it with the rest of the team so that everyone can build one together? And I thought, what a great idea. So on the 23rd of this month here in Toronto, we're going to be doing a secret event, which means that it's vision building day, it's attraction marketing, it's planning for the future of your business. So you want to make sure that you drive, you fly, you do whatever you can, get yourself to that event. Of course, I'm going to be coming out to Western Alberta. And of course, if you're in Vancouver, Saskatchewan, and any of those sort of Western market, you fly out for that event as well. I know there's some people from Toronto, Anil and Callie that are even going to be going out there. Of course, yourself, Anne-Marie, Aaron, Tammy, and there's some amazing, amazing leaders that are going to be building up in that market. And then, of course, we have our Italy conference that's coming up, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. If you're in Italy, if you're in Europe, here's your chance to spend some time with myself, with the CEO, with your amazing uplines such as Maria, Lior, Marshall, Renee. Of course, your My5 is going to be there. And then we have the Caribbean Summit that is being held in St. Lucia and Caribbean Islands. Make sure you get yourself there. So we got a jam-packed calendar. For August is in Alberta, September is in Italy, October is in the Caribbean, and ladies and gentlemen, we just confirmed the dates for November 24th to the 29th. We are going to be doing an amazing event also in Australia. So we have an amazing calendar, just jam-packed for your local market, and you must know people in all of these markets. If you don't, use Rachel's amazing marketing tools that she taught you on Facebook to connect to like-minded entrepreneurs around those areas and start to build your team. And Marie, that's all I want to add with all of the different announcements and make sure that everyone knew that Australia was also on the map. Back to you to close the call.
Wow, that's fantastic. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So this is what we have for you guys today. So thank you very much for being on this call tonight. Have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, wherever you are. And the recording will be converted directly tonight and posted on the GWT families for you to post to your team. So thank you very much for being here tonight. Have a good day.